Hello everyone, Cat Goblin and Martin here, and in today's review, I'm going to be reviewing every single enemy in LEGO Star Wars the video game. Let's be honest, LEGO Star Wars is one of the best games ever, and I will be combining some more enemies from LEGO Star Wars the Complete Saga and the prequels trilogy, as well as comparing enemies and talking about the differences. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Some key things to note is that all enemies take away 1 heart of health. They can drop hearts, and a majority of them have 1 HP, but I will be stating the enemies with more health. Also, I will be showing each enemy's icon to show if they're a playable character. Another interesting thing to add is that all enemies will not attack you if you are a passive droid such as C-3PO or R2-D2. Although if you play as a battle droid, then battle droids will not shoot you. And in the Complete Saga, if you play as a bad guy, then no enemies will attack you unless you attack them.
Roger, roger.
Starting off with our first enemy, we have the B1 Battle Droid Security. You first encounter it in negotiations, and it can be found in Retake Theed Palace, Jedi Battle, and Chancellor in Peril. For all Battle Droid types, they are equipped with blasters. They will slowly walk back once you're close to them. You can force push them, and in the Complete Saga, you can make them collide with other droids. Between this game and the Complete Saga, the blaster sounds for the Battle Droids are different. As for the Security Droid, the torso designs are different. Another thing to mention about the battle droids is that they cannot jump, and this also applies to Droidekas and super battle droids. Next is the B1 Battle Droid. You first encounter it in negotiations, and it can be found in Invasion of Naboo, Escape from Naboo, Retake Theed Palace, Darth Maul, Chancellor in Peril, and Defense of Kashyyyk. In the Complete Saga, they're also found in the character bonus level Theed Palace. The B1 Battle Droids are pretty much like the Security Droids, but they can be seen riding Stap Speeders in Invasion of Naboo, and they can shoot you while passing through. Also, they do come out of falling crates. Next, we have the Commander Droid. You first encounter it in negotiations, and it can be found in Escape from Naboo, Retake Theed Palace, Darth Maul, Droid Factory, Chancellor in Peril, and Defense of Kashyyyk. In the Complete Saga, they're also found in character bonus levels Theed Palace and Geonosis. These droids can be seen with walkie-talkies, which they use to spawn in more battle droids in certain parts of a level. What makes these droids different is that they have 2 HP, and they'll be disabled for a bit if you force push them. They're not very hard enemies, and they can be seen leading small patrols of battle droids.
Roger, roger. Roger, roger.
Next is the Droidekas/Destroyer droid. You first encounter it in negotiations, and it can be found in Escape from Naboo, Retake Theed Palace, Darth Maul, Droid Factory, Jedi Battle, Chancellor in Peril, and in Theed Palace in the Complete Saga. The Droidekas move by rolling. Once they position themselves, they will fold out and a blue force field will surround them. To destroy the force field, you can deflect their bolts, hit it with a lightsaber, do a lightsaber slam attack, use an astromech to disable them, or in the Complete Saga, you can throw bombs at them as a bounty hunter. A Droideka shoots 2 double bolts at a time, but it's pretty much 2 bolts because each bolt only takes away 1 heart. In some levels, they can slowly back away, and they have 3 HP. As a playable character, you have to wait to fold out before firing, and in the Complete Saga, you can quick fire. Next are the Tusken Raiders, and they're only found in Mos Espa pod race. When you get to this valley part here on the track, the Tusken Raiders will try to shoot you. You can't really affect them, but it's pretty easy to dodge their shots, and the Tusken Raider is a playable character in the original trilogy and the Complete Saga. Next, we have 3 turrets, Brown Vulture droids, MTTs, and AATs in Anakin's flight in the Complete Saga. The first 2 turrets are found in the exterior of the Trade Federation ship, and it takes a few shots to destroy them. And the third turret is found in the interior. Also in the interior, there are MTTs and AATs that will fire at you, but their tiny bolts cannot affect you. As for the Brown Vulture droids, well, they'll just chase you around. They do spawn out of hatches, they're really easy to defeat, and they are not a playable ship. Next, we have these two turrets and bounty hunter pursuit in the Complete Saga. The first kind of turrets can be found in these sections here where they guard the generators that shut down the electric gate, and it takes a few shots to destroy them. The second turrets are found when you're chasing Zam. They will fire at you if you're close, and they're pretty much an objective to get a mini kit. Next are the Kamino security droids, and they're only found in Discovery on Kamino. These hovering droids will shoot you. Like the battle droids, they will back up, but they back up faster. Astromechs can disable them, they come out of tubes, and you can force push them. Also, there are two ceiling turrets in the level that rapidly shoot you if you're close, and you can deflect their blaster bolts to destroy them. Now, the Kamino security droid is not a playable character, but the only difference with the Complete Saga is the noise of their shots, and the same goes for the ceiling turrets. Next is young Boba Fett in the Slave 1, and he's only found in Discovery on Kamino. When you fight Jango Fett near the end of the level, Boba Fett will be in the Slave 1 and he will rapidly shoot you. You can deflect his blaster bolts, but he's pretty much invincible. And luckily you can use R4P17 to activate some turrets to distract Boba Fett. Also in the Complete Saga, if you collect all the mini kits, then you unlock the Slave 1 as a playable ship. Next, we have the Geonosians. You first encounter them in Droid Factory, and they can be found in Jedi Battle and Count Dooku. In the Complete Saga, they're also found in Geonosis and Mustafar. The Geonosians walk very slowly, and they use their wings to hover above the ground. Unfortunately, they can't fly over pits like R2-D2. They are equipped with blasters. Some of them have green studs at the end of their blaster or red studs. The ones with green studs shoot out green orbs, while the ones with red studs shoot out regular blaster bolts. You can force push these enemies, and on Mustafar they can come down from ropes. Between this game and the Complete Saga, the blaster sounds for the red studded blasters are different, and they have different shooting animations when flying. Next is the battle droid Geonosis. You first encounter it in Droid Factory, and it can be found in Jedi Battle, Count Dooku, and Geonosis in the Complete Saga. There isn't much to say about this enemy, but it's a cool variation of the battle droid. Next are the Super Battle Droids. You first encounter them in Jedi Battle, and they're also found in Chancellor in Peril. These droids will shoot blaster bolts from their right hand. You can disable them, they will back up, they have 3 HP, and in the Complete Saga, you can force push them back to disable them. Now, as a playable character, the Super Battle Droid has an animation for preparing to raise its arm, and in the Complete Saga, it has a quick draw. Next is the Hailfire Droid, Homing Spider Droid, and the Geonosian Laser Cannon and Gunship Cavalry. The Hailfire Droids and the Homing Spider Droids will be patrolling on the ground and they will shoot you. The Geonosian Laser Cannons shoot out laser beams every so often, blocking your path. To defeat them, you just shoot them a few times, and in the Complete Saga, you have to drag bombs to destroy them. Next are the blue Vulture droids and the Tri-Fighters, and they're only found in battle over Coruscant. These two enemies will fly right at you and shoot. They're pretty easy to defeat, and they drop studs when you defeat them. Next, we have the Grievous Bodyguard, or also known as the Magna Guard, and two of these guards only appear in Chancellor in Peril. These guards are equipped with electro staffs, which they will use to hit you. They have 5 HP, and after the 4th hit, their head will fall off, but you can easily defeat them with some powerful strikes. As a playable character, they can jump, and they can even ground pound slam. Our next set of enemies are the Clone Troopers. Clones are equipped with blue-studded blasters. They can use grappling hook pads, they can jump, and like the other enemies, they will back up. But they back up faster, which can be annoying if you're trying to hit them. In the Complete Saga, clones count as Imperial troopers, meaning they have Imperial security clearance on access terminals and they are affected by the Disarmed Troopers extra, where they have carrots for guns. But that also affects you if you're playing as a clone. Also, they do work side by side with battle droids, and in the Complete Saga, you can use the Force to force their helmets backwards. Our first two clone troopers are Clone Episode 3, or also known as the Phase 2 Clone Trooper, and Commander Cody / Clone Commander. You first encounter them in Defense of Kashyyyk, and they're also found in Ruin of the Jedi. The Clone Commander is the only clone with 2 HP. In this game, the Phase 2 clones are just regular clones, but in the Complete Saga on the Wii, the Phase 2 clone troopers have the Reconnaissance Corps symbol and a dark red line on their helmet. Next clone is the Swamp Trooper, and he's only found in Defense of Kashyyyk. Now in this game, the Swamp Troopers have blue markings like the 501st Legion, and in the Complete Saga they have green markings. Next, we have the Clone Episode 3 Walker, and he's only found in Defense of Kashyyyk. This clone is mounted on a clone Scout Walker. Surprisingly, he only takes away 1 heart of health. You can deflect the Walker's bolts, he has 10 HP. Once you destroy the Walker, the clone also gets destroyed, and at one part he does respawn. Now in the Complete Saga, a regular Phase 2 clone is mounted on the Walker. You can't deflect this one's bolts, it has 5 HP and the clone will just jump off the Walker after when you hit it 5 times. You can also use the Force to make the clone dismount the Walker, and you can mount the Walker in the Complete Saga. last clones are the disguised clone troopers, and they're only found in Ruin of the Jedi. These clones will not attack you unless you get too close to them. Next is the training remote, and it's only found in Ruin of the Jedi. These small droids can't damage you, but they can disable you if you're playing as a droid, and you can disable or force push them. Now, in this game, if you deflect their bolts, they will be destroyed, but in the Complete Saga, they'll just be disabled for a while. Also in the Complete Saga, they are a playable character through extra toggle. The last enemy in this game is the Rebel Fleet Trooper, and he's only found in A New Hope. These troopers have the same animation as the Naboo Royal Guard. Their blaster sounds are the same as the battle droids' blasters. They will quickly walk back when you're close, and in this level, Darth Vader can force push them. In the Complete Saga, the Rebel Troopers are not smiling anymore, and they have a completely new animation. Here, they don't walk back, they can punch you, you can use the Force to distract them, and Darth Vader can force choke them. But overall, this level is like the ending scene in Rogue One. Alright everyone, so those were all the enemies in LEGO Star Wars the video game, plus some more from the Complete Saga. Like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next review.